Rick the Don. Welcome to my show, Becoming Ritchie Rich. I am so happy to be here. Let me tell you, big stock on the horizon, or should I say questionable stock. It came down my screener today, and I thought that you might want to join me as I take a look at it. ViewRay. Okay. Also, don't forget, if you want to be, if you want to listen to this podcast episode on the roll, check out the Rick the Don podcast. And also, don't forget to support, my websites, Vidmondo, BrokenHeartShirts.com, ReallyHood.com, RickTheDon.com. A lot of stuff out there. Check it out. Weerdy.com, because that's what we'll be using to document our findings today. Before we get started, thinking cap, please. If you are watching this video from anywhere outside of the USA, let me know where. I'm always happy to hear where people are finding these videos. I've heard Poland, Australia, a lot of the UK, a lot of places. So if you're watching this video outside of the USA, drop it in the comment section and let's go. All right, we'll be using Weerdy.com for this review. Don't forget that Weerdy.com is open to the public. I haven't started marketing it yet or advertising for it yet, but you have, sneak peek, if you will. You're actually rocking with the founder of the website, so you can easily create an account right now. I've heard that there's been some issues with creating accounts. I haven't had time, believe it or not, to test it out myself, and I know that sounds very unprofessional. But I will make time in a week or so. Okay. I got tunnel vision, everybody, if you don't know. All right, so check it. We're going to start off with A+ for ViewRay. If you want to get in and out of this episode, let's go ahead and take a quick look real quick. All right, this is real-time data. Shout out to investing.com for the new look. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so first off, I'm trying to find what I'm actually looking for, believe it or not, is the volume for the stock. And maybe, it's a new setup, so I can't find it necessarily. All right, I can't find it. But anyway, if we take a look at the wave patterns, looks like they were doing a really good job, had a really strong run, and seemed as if on April 11th, things took a switch for the worse. All right, they were trading at $3, and then that dropped down to $1.26 in just 2 days. It had some stability, and then had another catastrophic failure where it drops from $1 to 50 cents. Wow, that's insane. And that took place on May 14th, and it retained some stability. A lot of people probably got in right here. All right, just thinking that at some point it might recover. And the worst happened on July 13th, where it dropped down even further. All right, and now it's trading at a very, very humble 4 cents. Man, some people, I know there's got to be some people out there crying about this stock. And even today it's down 28%. Yo, let me just put it out there. Would I put my money here? No, not at all. I wouldn't touch this stock with somebody else's arms. I wouldn't touch this stock with somebody else's foot. All right, but no, this stock is having some issues, and it's hard to tell from this space what the issues are. But I will say I would not put my money here. Just wouldn't do it. All right. Now, if that is not enough for you and you would like to go deeper into this stock and figure out more information along with me, then you're in the right place, because we're going to do that very thing. Okay, here's the volume here. 33 million transactions, which means a lot of people are touching this stock right now. A lot of people are probably running for the hills, and that's probably what we're seeing. In terms of revenue, they're looking pretty solid with a revenue stream of 105 million. That's actually very, very good. A little bit of good news there. Okay, in terms of a market cap, 8.25 market cap, not bad either, considering the revenue stream. Without that revenue stream, I would say that was a little questionable. All right, but overall, not bad. Let's take a look at the profile. ViewRay Incorporated designs, manufactures, and markets magnetic resonance imaging guided radiation therapy systems to image and treat cancer patients in the United States, Italy, France, Taiwan, and internationally. First off, my soft spot. Any company that delves in trying to treat cancer or solve cancer problems, that's a soft spot for me. My mother passed, and She passed from breast cancer, so that always, any stock like this kind of hits my warm spot. But I know how to separate that, and but I'm still like what I see, and now I understand why it's called ViewRay. They give doctors the opportunity to view cancer cells. I'm assuming, right? Is that it? Or at least view how the radiation they're applying is affecting the cancer. Dude, are you kidding me? Is that not an amazing idea? I mean, it's hard to think that this stock is trading for 4 cents. If I were just coming in fresh, I would say a cancer treating company that provides imaging for doctors that's trading at 4 cents is a home run. Like, where does it go wrong? That is incredibly ambitious of this company. And yeah, but let's make some adjustments to the score. We know it's not an A+. I mean, trading at 4 cents, you saw the huge drops. I'm going to go all the way down to a B+. I'm going to drop it an entire letter grade because of some of the things we saw. 295 employees, that's pretty solid. Let's keep looking because this stock has just piqued my interest. Financially speaking, this company reported earnings results for the first quarter. For the first quarter, the company reported revenue was 22.53 compared to 18.88 million a year ago. Net loss was 28.86 million compared to 25.77 million a year ago. So this company is losing money by the boatload, in other words. Okay, that's a lot of money lost, and they do have the revenue to withstand such losses. But like I always say, anybody that's losing 28 million is not doing a good job. Just like, I don't know how else to say that. All right, return on investment. If you were to get into this company, you should expect to lose 52% of your money. Yeah, I think we can kind of figure that out based on what we just saw. All right, now looking at the PE ratio, the industry itself is 311.6. The company is negative 0.1. Not good, not good, not a good PE ratio. My favorite number is 25. That's just my number. Don't argue with me about that. Okay, in terms of dividends, of course, this company couldn't offer dividends. I still like to keep my fingers crossed just in case. I am very interested here, okay, in terms of their forecast. So they are not performing according to their forecast. Not a good sign, obviously, okay? But I'm looking really, really forward to this part right here because I feel like the technical indicators will tell me whether or not getting into this company, even for a short scalp, will it matter? Would it be a good idea? So let's take a look at the technical analysis here. Okay, so in terms of technical analysis, moving averages and indicators are sell and strong sell. For hourly trading, for day trading, strong sell, weekly strong. Okay, so what the algorithms are telling me is this company is not doing well. I mean, like really, really, really in trouble. I'm going to drop this down to a C+. Because that's what the data is telling me. All right. I know my mind is telling me it's a 4 cent stock of a company that lets you see. I'm a visual guy. I'm an artist. I'm a visual guy by nature. They let you see how radiation therapy is going. And maybe that's not unique tech. Maybe that stuff is already out there. I'm pretty sure I've seen a movie where somebody's getting chemo and you can see like a little body outline. You see the heat rays. Maybe it's, this is not nothing new, but it just sounds like it is. You know what I mean? Okay, now looking at the historical data, I would like to definitely look here because it's got to be something. In terms of the highest 45 cents, the low is 4 cents, which is insane. The average is 28 cents. Again, on paper, this looks like a home run stock. Okay, you get in at 4 cents. The average 28 cents, the highest 45 cents. It sounds like there's money to be made here. Not until we check out the news will we know exactly what's going on here, man. This is like seriously an anomaly of a company. It's so rare. And a lot of times when companies when investors start to run away and sell off, that's always a good thing. Sometimes you can get in and make some profit there. It just really depends on your investing style, okay? But let's go ahead now and take a look at ViewRay. Oh, yeah, see, this is the website. Conquering Cancer. Look at this, man. You can't tell me this company is a dud, man. It's really hard for me to believe that this company, because I'm a website guy. I got tons of websites. I just told you about them. So I know what a quality website looks like. I know what all this. Look at this, man. It takes money, it takes time to make this run flawlessly. They got the revenue. The market cap is questionable, but they got the money. And now I see where the money goes. They put the money into, look at this, man. when stuff just start moving like that, you got to know, like, okay, and not only does it do that, it does it consistently. If I were to refresh the site, it'll happen on cue. No lag, no wait. You got to know that that's a good sign. They got videos, testimonials. Man, where is this company going wrong? You got to help me. If you know more about what I'm about to find out, then let me know. I mean, they got everything. They got Pams, they got Karens. I mean, come on. This stock is something is making me a little skeptical. Okay, yes, it's trading at 4 cents. Yes, there could be some problems, but I still feel like at some point, this company is going to do something worth mentioning, right? Look at the picture. It's a video. Come on. All right. Let me stop being biased and personal. I'm a big sucker for good, fancy, beautiful websites. All right. Let's look at some of the details. In terms of VRAY, they had no stock splits. Awesome. Something tells me they're about to have one, though. They ain't had one yet, but they're about to have one. All right, so there is a really cool graph here which tells us there's been no stock splits. That's my secondary source. I would like to take a look at FinViz. FinViz, tell me what's going on. First off, the sell-off just might be due to this news here. ViewRay announced its commencement of NASDAQ delisting proceedings. So they've been hit by NASDAQ. So that's probably why a lot of investors are running for the hills, because it's about to get real for this company. They're going to have to start to put up or shut up. 10 best $1 stocks. And on this day, the stock drops 81%. I took I went ahead and opened this up because I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. They're highlighted as a company that's going to do well, and then immediately everybody sell off. And we're talking about not your normal sell-off. Here's ViewRay. Let's just do a brief read here. Okay, has been struggling this year as the company pulled its guidance, posted disappointing figures. We know about that. And hedge funds had stakes in ViewRay, according to Insider Monkey proprietary database. So, okay, give me the meat and potatoes. Why is this a good stock to invest in despite all the obvious signs? Earlier this year also revealed that it was considering strategic options, including a sale or merger. Okay. So maybe that's where everybody is starting to run from. They might hear the company is not stable. They're thinking about merging and selling off and all this kind of stuff. And that might give investors a little bit of the queasies. Also announced a cost reduction plan that would generate about 19 million to 23 million in cost savings annually. So maybe the investors are running away from the fact that the company is doing a lot of things to shed costs, and they might see that as a sign of danger. The other way to look at this is a merger could be a good thing. You get in right now at 4 cents and the company sells to a big fish, and you got to go along for the ride. You know, that might not be a bad thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not exactly sure how that news scares investors so much that 81% of people sold away. I don't get the correlation. Now, looking at the short percentage float, these are the people that are banking for this company to fail. And if you look, you'll see that 3% of investors thought it was a good idea to short this company. I'm not sure why that number is not much higher, considering all that we've seen so far. Man, this company right now is an anomaly. Let me go back for just a moment. Okay, maybe this is the news right here. Okay, ViewRay files voluntary Chapter 11. So that news came out on the 17th, and that might just explain the huge sell-off and why we have all the problems we're seeing. I want to take a look and see if this article opens up for me, because perhaps that can provide a little more information that I need, okay? I want to see something real quick. I think I closed the historical data page, and let me see if I can get that back open while we take a look over here. All right, so they have filed for Chapter 11. That is the meat and potatoes I was looking for. That is what is scaring all the investors away. All right, they announced today that it, in certain of its subsidiaries, filed voluntary petition for relief. They need relief. The company further disclosed that it intends to pursue a sale of its business. See, that sale, that whole sale thing is giving me a lot of like juice, man. It's doing a lot for me. Because you get in, 4 cents, let's be realistic. Some of you are going to go buy something within the next two days that's going to far exceed 4 cents. I mean, come on. 4 cents is not a lot. So you can buy 1,000 shares and just say, hey, whatever happens with this company, whatever. I'm in. You can spend $40, $100, and and just say whatever. It doesn't hurt. Even if it goes over the counter, it won't be the worst investment ever because it's so cheap. And that remains the endearing factor here. It's like, it sucks. It's their file. I hear all the noise. I see all the fire, but it's 4 cents. You know, it's 4 cents. Like, come on, how bad? Like, and they're talking about mergers. They're talking about selling the company. Even if they do a reverse split, that might not be the worst thing either because it's 4 cents. And that will remain the thing that keeps me on board in terms of skepticism with this company. It's 4 cents, bro. It's 4 pennies. All right. And not even shorters are jumping in on the action as of the posting of this particular data. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and look over here at the ratings. I'm not sure if this website has kept track. Now, before they show me their ratings, let me adjust mine. I'm going to go C. This is a tough one for me. I see all the bad news. I see it in spades. But, you know, I also see some other stuff. I see the fact that they're possibly thinking about a merger. They're thinking about, you know, selling their business. What else was it? It was one more really awesome. Oh, yeah, the fact that they're providing a service that I think is pretty interesting. And like I said, it could be something that plenty of companies are offering. I just don't know much about it. But I will say it does sound intriguing to give doctors imaging technology that allows them to see how radiation therapy is affecting the patient. I mean, it just sounds like a no-brainer. And it's 4 cents. Oh, my gosh. Bro, I'm struggling with this one. This is a tough one for me, okay, if you can't tell. All right, so it looks like Market Screener is giving it a C-. Not much different from our current score. I have it at a C. And this particular resource says a C-. So we're around the same space as it relates to how we're seeing the company. But I don't know if this has been updated. So that remains to be seen. All right, summary overall. And from a short-term perspective, the company presents an interesting fundamental situation. I would say the same thing. Okay, and strengths. Analysts remain confident with respect to the group's activity. Upward, you know, they feel confident. Predictions on business development from analysts polled by the results from either a good visibility into, okay, a lot of gibberish there. Weaknesses from the last 12 months, the trend in sales revision has been clearly going down. The company's sales provision for the coming years have revised downwards. The average price target. So nothing with regards to the filing of bankruptcy. That would be a weakness. So that tells me this website or resource is not necessarily updated because that would be a huge weakness that you would want to put on the first line. But maybe it doesn't really report those type of things. Maybe it's all automated and they really, you know, generate these weaknesses and strengths based on indicators and technical indicators and stuff like that. So maybe it's not the best, you know, but C-. I got it as a C. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going here to Cap Edge to take a look at, you know, filing statuses. This is where we can get a lot of insider information, and the notice of delisting stands out. There's also something else that stands out here, and that is the departure of certain officers. That lets me know that certain people within this company are running for the hills, and that's never a good sign. All right, because they have better information than any of us have. They're inside the company. They're on the board of directors. They know what we can't find out. And they're running. So that tells you a lot right there. Okay, so ViewRay announced today that on July 17th, it received a notice and they should have 180 days to correct things. I'm not seeing it happening, considering the fact that they've already started the works of, you know, bankruptcy. I'm not seeing it happening. All right, the transition to the OTC market will not affect the company's intention to continue to operate in the normal course while in Chapter 11. So let me read this. This is a little bit more important than I originally thought. Here we go. I received a letter from the listing qualifications department. NASDAQ has determined that due to the company's voluntary petition for relief under Chapter 11 and concerns about the company's ability to sustain compliance, the company's securities will be delisted. The company's securities will be delisted from the NASDAQ stock market. The company does not intend to appeal NASDAQ determination. That changes everything. That changes everything. Yep. That changes everything. Yeah. That changes everything. So, yeah, that changes everything. All right, trading of the company's common stock will be suspended at the opening of business July 26th. That's in 2 days. I wonder if I should just get in for 2 days. I'm so petty. I'm petty. Get in for 2 days just to see if there's any fluctuation. I mean, it's 4 cents. See if there's any fluctuation. I might get in. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy like 10 shares just to be a petty monster. Okay. All right. And a form will be filed with the Securities Exchange. Once the delisting from NASDAQ takes effect, the company's common stock is expected to begin trading on the over-the-counter markets. I hate over-the-counter markets. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Could you tell? Did you feel that fierce like reaction there? I hate it. All right. Who left? Do they give you the names of the people that left? All right, on July 1st, Susan Schnabel advised the board of directors of her resignation from the board. She like, I'm out of here. This boat is sinking. All right, Susan, I see you. All right, here it is. All right, check it out. Earnings have declined 6.6% per year, has less than 1 year. I don't even need to read this one. I don't even need to see this. The risks are very clear. Very clear. Man, this thing is so interesting. I'm telling you. Somebody's going to get in, though. I can tell. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at stock Twitch to see the, the demeanors and attitudes and opinions and comments of investors who are currently invested in the company. And what we're trying to do is vicariously figure out if we want to be them. Do we want to, do we want to feel like they feel? And don't forget, if you want to follow your main man on stock Twitch, you know what it is, man. The Ray Charles. I saw it coming. I saw it coming, man. Hey, look. Here we go, y'all. As you can probably imagine, it's a lot of posts coming here because a lot is going on. I will buy later. Somebody is still bullish. I don't know if they looked at all the things we've looked at, but something tells me this person has, and that is probably why they're going to buy later. Okay, well, I gave it a shot. It didn't work out. I'm out at 0.42 cents. Good luck to all. So this person got in. I really wish Uncle Spanky would have told us what he got in at. Hey, Uncle Spanky, if you're watching this video, let us know where you entered this company at. As a matter of fact, anybody that's watching this video that is currently invested in VRAY, let me know what your average price is. What are you currently holding at, or where are you holding at? I've been watching the play so far. We'll add 4 cents. That's hopping for a nice move tomorrow. That's my point. I might get in at 4 cents with the expectation that it might have a jump to 6 cents, something silly like that, because it's so much value. Like, it's so many people trading here. I mean, I feel like the losses have already happened. Look at this. It's down 26%. It ain't going to drop much further than that. And that's what I do. I like to get in while it's looking like this, and hopefully I can take a little wild ride on the wave. This person says it's going to break to 5 cents, and that's my point. By trading so low at 4 cents, even if it jumped to 5 cents, you can make a decent amount of money just off of a 1 cent jump because it's trading so low. And I mean, this thing went to 10 cents. Can you imagine how much money you would make? Goodness gracious. All right. $500 million volume incoming. That's my point. It's so much volume. And that is what, makes me feel that it's a D plus and not a D minus or E or anything like that. There's potential to make money here. Now, remember, when I do these ratings, I don't rate the stock itself. I rate the money making potential. So there's money to make here. Seriously. Okay, so let's do some numbers here. If you got in, let's say 10,000 shares, you would pay, wow, that's a lot of money to buy in. I don't think that's the number. Nobody wants to do that. That'd be a little insane. Let's say you just bought 100 shares. Look how much money you would spend. You would spend $4. More than half of the people watching this video over the next 2 days will spend more than $4. It's just a fact. And you can buy 100 shares of a company that's probably going to die. That's probably going to win. You don't know. Nobody knows. It's not a guarantee. Okay. Even if you came in, like I said earlier, even if you bought $45 worth, and that's 1,000 shares. And let's say this thing has some weird miraculous recovery and jump to $1. That's $1,000 increase right there, essentially. Okay. If you want to live on the wild side, and I don't, just for the record, you can spend $450 here and potentially win, $10,000 if this thing made any moves. But let's be realistic. I don't think that's going to happen. Here's about where I think I'm going to get in. I think I might buy 100 shares of this company. With the expectation that it might jump to about 6 cents over the next 2 days and sell off. It'll take me $4. I got $4, everybody. Don't worry. And I would make a grand total of $1.50. Maybe this is not worth it. Maybe this is not worth it. I don't know if I want to spend $4 to make $1. I mean, even that's a little silly for me. Okay, and I take risk all the time. All right, so this was a tough one, y'all. I'm gonna go I'm gonna drop this down to a D. I don't think there's much here, y'all. I don't think so. Man. But I will be watching this from afar. And if this thing ever exceeds my expectations, which is it's gonna go over the counter and die off or be sold off. But if it recovers in any capacity, that'd be sucky, let me tell you. All right, so don't forget, if you want to use Weerdy, you can do the same thing I'm doing right now. Now that word will be on display on the home screen for everyone to see. You can do the exact same thing. Create any comment statement you want, and it will jump on the home screen for 15 seconds. Unless you're a premium member, you can always opt to have your statement up there a lot longer. But that is all for this episode. What do you think? Let me know, man, ladies. I don't really know what to think here. This is a crazy situation. On one hand, the stock is like crashing and burning. Susan knows better than all of us, right? But on the other hand, it's so much potential here because it's such a really cool concept. And I didn't do my due diligence in terms of trying to find out whether or not their technology is rare, if it's unique. That's probably something I should have done. But it appears rare to me because I don't know much about this field. However, that being said, their PE ratio is way off, not only for the company, but for the industry. A lot of things to avoid here. And for me, I think it's a D or lower. I wouldn't give it a C minus like that one resource we checked out. But if you enjoyed this, you know what you got to do. Support the series, support my channel with comments, likes, subscriptions, all that cool stuff. I hate to ask for that stuff. I feel like I like to let you be you. But again, if you liked it, then that would certainly help me. But, with that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you got any companies you want me to check out, you know what you got to do. Drop it in the comment section. It's been good. I'll holler at you. Peace.